What is up, guys? Welcome to one of the very first game reviews you'll see on this channel. Today we're going to review one of my current personal favorites on the Roblox game page, and that is Alone. Right now, Alone is a game gaining massive popularity with the players, and it is only in beta right now. And it cost 100 Robux, and it still has a good amount of players actually playing it. Now, we're just going to hop right into it. One of the first things I noticed with this game was the mass amount of customization. You have guns. You can buy these guns from the shop and customize them and put relatively whatever setup you want. They have ACOG sights, they have red lasers, they have drum magazines, they have underbarrel attachments, they have everything, flashlights. Not only that, they have skins. All that good stuff. Now, not even gun-wise, you have clothing, you have masks, you have glasses, you have all kinds of shirts, pants, you even have shoe customization, which is something I'm not even used to. And another good feature of this game, they have their own pawn shop. You see, stuff that you find out scavenging, things that you might not need anymore after you level up, this can all be brought to the pawn shop and sold for in-game currency, which is actually pretty fair and is very useful. Now, I find this feature to be a great feature, especially if you're leveling up and you're like, well, I have all this other gear I don't need anymore. You can just go to the pawn shop and you can get rid of that. Another good feature I like is the map. The map is just all around fun. It's expansive. It has its hot areas and it has its dead areas. I really like how they captured the post-apocalyptic town theme with this. I can't wait to see what they do when they expand the actual map. The combat, well, the combat is alright. I'm not really a first-person guy myself. I prefer third-person combat to where the camera isn't fixed. I like a free-moving camera, but to each their own, and this game captured it pretty well. It is relatively sort of like Phantom Forces combat with a post-apocalyptic survival theme, and I'd say the customization heavily reminds me of Phantom Forces, especially weapon-wise. But the theme, it definitely gives me an apocalyptic rising vibe, and that is definitely a good thing to compare both of those games and have them all in one. I feel like no one has really touched the post-apocalyptic genre since Gus Mack absolutely killed it with Apocalypse Rising. And, I feel like this game can definitely get there. It just needs a few tweaks, as to say. You see, my takeaways from this game, first and foremost, are it is hard for newer players to gain any type of ground, any type of progress, because you start out with this pistol. If I'm not mistaken, it's just a basic M1 1911. And the thing about this, I know the game's only in beta, so I'm not going to absolutely destroy it, but I really hope they fix this, as it is incredibly hard for a new player to, go out there, have fun, explore the map without getting gunned down, sniped, or just absolutely destroyed in general by someone who has either put Robux into the game to gain an unfair advantage, or just some beta testers who started playing this very early, or just a ton of other people who beat them to the punch, and now they have better guns, all this better gear. And these vests they got, you can take, a pretty basic machine gun. Not even the starter pistol, but you can take a basic machine gun, take the M4A1, you can just spray them down with that, and they will sponge all of that. They just wipe it off like you just threw a can of beans at them, basically. Like, it has no effect on these guys. And that is really horrible for new players because, they don't have a chance at combat. It's just really unfair for them. And I think the owner really needs to fix this. You can find ways around it. Maybe make another server you have to go to if you're above a certain level. And they do have where you can find guns out in the wild, when you're scavenging. But as far as I know, the best gun you can find so far is an M4A1. Of course, I could be wrong, but, I just feel like maybe if you added more guns out when you're scavenging and took the whole, well, you got to be this level to use this away, then, it would help new players a lot more. Another problem I found with this game, and, this can be avoided somehow, or maybe fixed. Well, of course it can be easily fixed, but if you want to enter combat and enter the wilderness, there are, as far as I know, 2 or 3 ways you can do so. and those are little exits. There's one beside the gun shop. There's one all the way in the back somewhere. The problem is you have people camping this, and when you exit, they will gun you down immediately or just try to follow you and kill you for some quick money or just a quick kill. And I think that's really unfair because if you have new players or just people who are trying to build up on the game, and you got these dudes with jetpacks, automatics, geared up, just camping, waiting for someone to exit so they can just gun them down, it really takes the fun away. I'm not going to be one who complains without giving a possible solution. My solution to this is maybe, just make random spawn points like Apocalypse Rising. You don't even have to say you copied it because it's borrowed. No one wants to be gunned down. And that is a huge problem when you have a huge server and like 3 exits because people are definitely going to camp those. Because as long as you allow them to do it, they'll do it. Nothing's going to stop people from being scummy and getting an easy advantage. And this goes right back to what I said about new players not really having a fair chance at this game. And I feel like that really needs to be fixed. Like I said, the game's in beta, so it can definitely fix that in the future. Zombies are actually very threatening. It's not like Apocalypse Rising where you have like 6 zombies following you and you're like, I just headshot them and take care of them in like 4 seconds. No, it's not like that. More often than not, you'll have to use your primary weapon to get rid of these zombies because these guys are bullet sponges. Pistols just won't do sometimes. You have to pull out the automatic and just, hell, I had to drain a whole clip into these zombies counting headshots. And I think that is a definite good thing because, it makes a threat outside of just players, and that's good. It's good to feel in a game like your life is threatened and you have to try really hard. That makes the game even better. I feel like there could be a lot more zombies around the map because there's not really any problems with big hordes. Generally, you'll have a building, you'll have like 3 or 4 zombies in at max. I think they should really up the ante with the zombies to make it feel like you're really fighting for your life. And that will definitely encourage squad play because you're like, this game's got some heavy zombies. I don't want to walk in by myself. Let me take a few buddies. Or it would encourage strategy. Like, I know there's going to be zombies in this building. Let me scout it out. And I think that would really help the game as far as feeling just in tune with the game. As far as gameplay-wise, combat-wise, and just all around the game, I'd say I rated a 6 out of 10. And that's not a bad rating for a Roblox game. Like I said, I just feel like it definitely has its strong points. Its strong points, I would say, is a customization. And, the map's decent. I feel like the map could be expanded upon. And it has some definite weak points. Like I said, new players getting absolutely destroyed. Problems like people camping the exits. There not being a wide variety of things to do outside the map besides, kill a few zombies and run into some overpowered players that you'll probably lose to. But other than that, I'd say Alone is definitely a great game with limitless potential. They just need a few tweaks to their game to make it great, and I can definitely see it being a huge staple on Roblox. Like I said, it just needs a few adjustments. But yeah, guys, that's my take on it. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, share, subscribe for more reviews like this. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Peace out, guys.